mind is setting the table, but I'm not placing the chairs. Religion's free and it's all I've learned.
This is the reading for the week of 14th of November 2016. This includes your general as well as your love forecast. The first card that comes up is the overarching theme of the week, or the energy that surrounds all of us this week. And this card is the card of skill. And it suggests that a skill set which you have should be further developed this week, or to extend your skill set. So possibly or probably what is coming up is that you're going to be trying something new or developing something that you do within the near future, and your skill set is going to need some polishing or refining or expansion. So you're being given the heads up here. So whatever talent it is, whatever you do particularly well, whatever it is you apply in your day-to-day life or your career or work, have a look at expanding or polishing that, because you're going to need it soon. Then your challenges that you face for the following week is that first one is that you need to take some time to reward yourself for the hard work you've been doing. So do something, even if it's small this week, just to treat yourself, just to say to yourself, you've been working hard, you've had a lot of challenges this year, you've gone through a lot this year, let me do something nice for you, from you to you. The second card says, and when those challenges do arise, don't take that view that, oh, here we go again, worst case scenario. Don't expect the worst, because challenges do arrive. They're part of life, and possibly that is all they are at some stage. You just need to move through them, get to the other side, learn what needs to be learned, get rid of what needs to be gotten rid of, and it may not be a big deal. So this weekend, those challenges come up, don't look at them as a big deal. Where love and relationships are concerned, the first challenge that you're going to find yourself facing is that you need to agree to disagree. You're just going to have to appreciate that you and your partner, be it a business or a romantic partner, or even a potential partner that arrives this week, you have your differences. And you need to look at those differences as something interesting, something that makes life interesting. It broadens your horizons, accept them, even look for those differences which you could possibly enjoy in your partner. Because that Prince of Light card says, when you actually look at something in someone else that brings you hope and happiness, when you focus on that instead of what you don't like, then the light comes into your life, then wonderful things can possibly happen in your relationships. But it's about looking at things from a perspective of not only what you don't like, but what do you like about your partner? What do you really like about your partner or about a prospective partner? Then your opportunities for this week, where love and partnerships are concerned, that first free yourself card speaks about this week you can take back your power. This week you can take back the reins of your life. The energies are around for you to do that. And you know once you do that, that you get to feel that deep-seated joy again, that enthusiasm and love again. But you need to have control of your own life. You need to have the reins of your life. And we often willingly hand these over because we don't feel like the responsibility of taking care of ourselves and our emotional needs. This week, you have the potential to take it back. Then that wedding card came up, and I couldn't quite get a grip on this energy. For some of you, definitely this is the case. You're going to meet a potential partner at a wedding. This often happens. Weddings are where people meet partners, and for some of you, this is definitely going to be the case. Because a card then, as I was putting this card down, my hand slipped and a card flew off the deck and landed upright of another deck, and it was the true love card. Because I was puzzling over the meaning of this card. So for some of you, true love is going to be found at a wedding this coming week. It's kind of specific, isn't it? So, or you're going to be invited to a wedding this week. It might not be the wedding in this week, but you're going to be invited to it. And there you're going to meet somebody very special. In your general life, the opportunities say that you need to move your thoughts and outlooks to a new perspective, because you could then find a beautiful outcome. So there's obviously something to be said for looking at things from higher ground, as that first card says. from taking a wider perspective and not focusing in on the minute details or on single situations and things that are perhaps bugging you or not going the way you want to. Take a more overall perspective, take a wider perspective, stand up, take a higher perspective of things. Because that beautiful outcome that it says you could have is then that if your attitude and your belief systems are aligned with what you want, in other words, you think and you behave more along the lines of what you want and what you don't want, then you're going to start to see it manifesting. You'll see that comes up in your guidance as well. Now, your guidance for this week says that you need to align yourself and take action, that first card says, okay? And what this means is that you need to strengthen your alignment. You need to center yourself. You need to realign yourself with what you really want and what you really need in life. You veered a bit off the path. You have an idea of what you want and need, but you're not walking your talk. You're not doing those actions, and you're not even thinking like that. You're probably doubting yourself, second guessing yourself, going off track. So that needs to be realigned. The trust card also speaks of possibly a partnership coming up within the next week, or the potential of one. And you need to trust that that partnership is needed. It will be what is required in your life, the outcome of which is not predicted here. But you just need to trust that at this point in your life, this partnership is going to be a part of your life. And second guessing and doubting it is the kind of energy you don't want to be putting in it. Because that final card in your guidance then says, listen to your intuition. Because you're going to be receiving messages from Spirit that will direct you very clearly. And one needs to get rid of that doubt energy and that second guessing energy to be able to hear those messages from Spirit. Right, so if you would like a personal or private reading, and we can take a look at how all these energies are going to be playing out in your life in specific, or you just want a general reading to see what's ahead, also starting to have a look at what next year has in store for you, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com, or you can book a reading via the website, both links of which are showing up now in the owl picture. Or you can take advantage of the offer at the beginning of the video if you have your own set of cards. Have a look at that. That's also a very nice thing to do. Right, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching and listening.
Got this squared away, and I'm not pushing your knife up, 'cause I'm not gutting the meat. Religion's free and it's all I've learned, and I've got this squared away. The winter's here and I